Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to another live stream with me, Edward from Games and Tea, with some D&D. Yeah! Finally. It's only been a week, I know, but I fucking miss playing D&D. It's good fun. Today I have only 3 players with us today, because unfortunately, Lydia...
That actually scared me.
Yeah, same.
That actually made me jump. Oh my god.
A lot louder than I expected it to be.
That got me as well. Thanks, Jeff. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm awake now.
We're off to a great start, folks.
That helps.
We're on a great start, yeah. Wow. We're off to an amazing start. So yes, as I was about to say, unfortunately we do not have a Lydia who plays Yannae with us today, and nor do we have a Neil who plays Sykes. Why are you in the wrong place?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just realised you were in completely the wrong place there, Sean. Unfortunately, we do not have a Sykes with us today because due to various predetermined things in their lives. So we do not have them today, but we do wish them well and hope they have a wonderful day. But we do have 3 other wonderful players today, with starting with Jeff from Twitch channel Alhandring playing Tyfari. How are you doing, sir? And please tell us a little about Tyfari for us.
Good evening, or whatever it is for you. Well, I'm finally back.
Yay!
More the thing. And yeah, Tyfari is the resident, well, I prefer to call him the voice of reason in the party. If reason was a totally deranged, mentally unstable animal, that is.
It is actually true. In fact, it has been suggested that the one who is of actual reasoning is his familiar, but that has yet to be discussed.
Tunaï is definitely the star of the show. That is correct.
Absolutely there, absolutely. And beside him we have Sean playing Farrell, our lovable, cuddly, naive furbolg. How are you doing, Sam? Please do tell us a little about Farrell for us.
I'm doing good. And yeah, Farrell is a furbolg who's from a stronghold in the middle of a forest. So this is his first time really ever being out anywhere, and he's very naive about the world at large.
Yep. Oh yeah. So we're learning how much of an influence our other 4 heroes are having upon Farrell. It's quite fun to watch.
Good or bad, I you know.
That is yet to be determined. And beside him we have Zelma playing Illyria. How are you doing, Zelma? And please do tell us a little bit about Illyria for us.
Alright, well, I'm doing fine besides that air horn waking my ass up. Illyria is a failing who, well, as we know now, they're a part of this Mind Flayer empire. Kudos to them because they got a whole lot to deal with. Sorry. So she recently gained memories of her past and whatnot, and well, yeah.
Indeed. And we're going to see how...
Go ahead. Sorry.
We're going to see how much that empire has an influence upon Illyria and the world. Maybe. If it does, we'll have to see. We'll never know.
Yeah,
So-
sorry about that belch. I sounded like Rick for a moment.
No worries, man.
Yeah, they can sneak up on you.
They do sneak up on you, indeed. So, just before we get into couple of announcements, we have to thank Heroforge for the minis that you can see on screen around us, and will possibly be coming up in the game today, as well as the tabletop fantasy tabletop playing our virtual tabletop of choice, which is what I wanted to actually say. You'd think I'd know how to say this by now, but I really don't. It's Fantasy Grounds Unity, so very thanks to them for providing us with a tabletop which we can use on stream. And the music which you can hear is being made by Sirenscape, Tabletop Audio, Ayn Grimm, Felician Studios, and Alexander Nakarada from Serpent Sound Studios, and that is the music which you can hear going in the background and at various points throughout these sessions. So many thanks to them for allowing us access to be able to play them. So, without further ado, we are going to dive into tonight's session. After finally completing, well, somewhat allaying the mission that was given to Sykes by delivering a rotten, or not really a rotten, but a severed head of a rat ogre with a very bloody corpse to Captain Turner of the my brain has just frozen up, of the guards in the poor quarter of File. My brain has really just decided to freeze up today. I don't know why, but we're just going to run with it. So Sykes' his head is no longer is still part of his body, basically. We've basically had a few restful sessions in which our party has learnt several things about themselves. One in particular, Illyria, went with Sykes to the College of Mages to have a speak with somebody about her memories or lack thereof, and about possibly what she might be. When they went there, they met up with a person called Manas Patel, a very tall, arrogant elf, somewhere in his mid ages, I'm going to say, rather than mid to late 40s, because he definitely was not 40. He was about 400, but in his mid ages, and assisted Illyria in unlocking some more memories which she had somehow either suppressed or were buried deep within her conscious. It was a very intense discussion for her, in which also a lot of other facts were revealed to Illyria. I don't know if they will make any differences, but it was an interesting chat, to say the least. After said chat, Illyria and Sykes headed back to the Song and Dance Tavern in the Poor District. While this was going on, Farrell, Yannae, and Tyfari had decided to have a bit of a shopping spree. Where they met a haberdashery with a very, very dramatic personage inside, and did eventually find a hat which has yet to be gifted to somebody within the party. They also, Yannae also decided to at least go out and find someone to bless her swords. She has having an aversion to magic and anything College of Mages related. Yannae decided to go and approach the temple of, I've forgotten her name, Ventulia. Decided to approach the temple of Ventulia in order to ask if it's possible to have her swords blessed. Ventulia is, of course, the god of wind and vengeance, and as the god of wind, is also very fickle in her choices. But it seemed to be that today the wind was calm, and Ventulia decided to bless Yannae's swords with her presence. I'm going to say, we're going to see about that. But either way, the blessing was bestowed upon Yannae's swords, allowing them to cause some force damage to whatever she struck. Nothing was asked of this blessing, though. So we'll have to see how and what difference that is going to make, considering that Yannae is now possibly a little bit worried she's going to have two people talking in her head rather than just one. Or maybe even three. Who knows? Maybe Yannae is becoming a little bit schizophrenic from all the people who are talking in her head. We'll have to see about that. Either ways, the shopping spree ended with Farrell and Yannae heading back to the Song and Dance Tavern, while Tyfari seemed to have disappeared. Certainly when they arrived back at the Song and Dance Tavern, Tyfari was not there. And that is where we are going to start today, with Tyfari. You ended up wandering off for a moment because at the mention of Yannae and Farrell heading off to go and try and get a blessing or something to do with her swords, you decided to take the opportunity to do a bit of exploring of yourself. You wandered the streets for a while and were invited into a store. At least that's what you thought it was. Except when you entered said store, you were presented with a very fairly blank-looking space. The walls were grey stone. They didn't seem to be very decorated, and very plain. And when you turned around, the door was closed, and in front of you is standing this very tall, lithe-looking being. They seem to be taller and much more long-limbed than the average human or elf or any other type of person you might have seen before. They wear this very, very, very tall, long hat, and in front of their face, or held on a stick, is a mask. This mask is a it's an actor's mask. It has a very bland looking face. It just has eye slits in the mouth, but the sides of the face are decorated with this beautiful gold filigree like design, with a gentle red forehead that gently fades into this blue that frames the chin and sides and cheeks of this quite expressionless mask. The figure is looking at you, and he doesn't approach you, but he gestures to the walls and says and asks you, "What is it you want in life?"
Well, first off, let me start by saying, love the hat. Pastel colors really bring out the gold. Normally it would curse, but you somehow managed to make it work, so kudos on that. For the rest, what do I want in life? To crush the women? No, wait. Wrong franchise.
Completely wrong franchise, mate. Wow. Jeez.
Yeah, sorry, I had to.
Bloody hell.
What do I want in life? Well, I want revenge.
For whom?
Wasn't expecting that.
There's this elf sorcerer walking around this world called Nishta, and I would like to unalive her very much. In a horrible way. As in really horrible. Imagine a horrible way, multiply that by 100, and then close.
The figure gestures to the wall behind you. Do you turn and look?
I'll half turn and look so I can kind of, keep an eye on shady figure, keep an eye on the wall.
Of course. You half turn, and just in your way of, I am not happy about this situation, but you half turn, and when you look at the wall that he gestured towards, you see what could only be described as a mural. It is a very dramatic mural, extremely dramatic. You see you see yourself, and you are standing over the body of this tall, elegant elf with long blonde hair and blue eyes, and the robes are of this very distinct purple colour. You recognise the face, although extremely battered and extremely bruised and hurt. So you can see many tears and rents within the body. Even when you look at the face of who you now easily recognise to be Nishtar Trent, the face is worn and seems to have aged completely. And you see yourself standing over this creature, and the look in your face is one of triumph, one of anger, one of acceptance at finally achieving your goal. The figure who you're keeping an eye on says to you, "This is how far you wish to go."
Depends on the price, but yeah, it's very, very tempting.
How much will you pay? And he gestures to a free wall, one which does not have a mural. And on that mural, there is your character with your back moving, as it were, towards the victorious mural. But behind there, you see Yannae. Behind your back, you see Yannae, you see Sykes, you see Farrell, you see Garm, you see Illyria. Each of them is either reaching out to you or is lying dead behind you.
How negotiable is this?
This is your choices.
Damn, I was really hoping for something else. Like, do you need a fancy hat? We have a fancy hat. It's a really fancy hat.
My hat is fine.
Damn.
This is your choice.
Fair enough, but damn.
Or is this your choice? And he extends his hand to another side, which shows another image of you with Farrell, with everybody, but without Garn this time. And each of you is facing down Nishta. But Nishta seems to be in a subjugated mode. They are not killed. They are not dead. They are not on the ground. But they are on their knees with their hands behind their backs, seemingly tied, with a gag across their mouth. And you are surrounded with your current companions. Is this what you seek?
So basically, it would be I get to kill Nishta, get to have a lot of fun while doing it, probably, and one of my friends dies, or multiple of my friends die, and the memory of one of them, or he lives, or Nishta at least lives, and all my friends get to live.
These are only your choices. Other paths are before you, and it's at that moment where you just happen to glance away very briefly, and you glance back to the figure, and his mask has changed. It's no longer that actor's mask. It is now this snout. It has a very long snout. It has almost ears that crop out, that point out from the side, with this brown fur that extends upwards from the muzzle. It is in actual fact the face of Garm.
So is it? Would my character out of character? Would my character know that this is like something? How, in what way it's related to Garm?
How do you mean?
Well, how this mask is related to? Well, the friend Garm.
Oh, yeah, you would easily recognize the mask. Easily recognize it. It is striking the resemblance.
That's spooky, buddy. Also, what's your name?
I am the masked man. And the voice that comes out, I can't imitate the voice of Garm very well, but the voice that comes out is the voice of Garm.
A little bit creepy, somewhat unoriginal, but sure, I'll take it. All right. Ooh, yeah. I mean, I don't want to betray my friends, so and I can always make sure that Nishta falls down some stairs.
I simply lay out the choices that you have made and what you may make. The future is unwritten. Whatever you decide, whatever choice you make, are you prepared to pay the price for those choices?
I really want to say something, but I shouldn't. It would ruin the moment. No. I want to make my dragon in a purse remark, but... no. Sure, I'll make the choice. And I'll walk to the wall with everyone living and Nishta being captured.
Sure. You walk to the wall, and with a niche term being captured, and it's the image begins to fade, and as you walk towards it, it fades into a door. And the masked man is simply standing there in his original position, watching you, with the face of Garm. This is a choice. This is a choice you have made. I hope you are able to keep this choice.
Well, some people would say I'm a man of my word. Not a lot of them, though. But, we'll see. Streaks are there to be broken.
Indeed. He doesn't make any move to stop you. He does not make a move to persuade you otherwise. Do you walk through the door?
I will shout out my battle cry and charge through the door.
You charge to the door, and you are struck with the sound of merriment, laughter, and noise, and it takes you a very, very brief moment to realize that the noises that you are hearing are of a busy tavern, full with delighted people, delighted sounds of people drinking and making merry, and it's also at that moment you realize that you have come out from behind the bar, or behind the back room of the Song and Dance Tavern. Farrell, Illyria, Sykes and Yannae, you all see this. Tyfari has come screaming out of the back room of the tavern.
The battle cry is for Pangolin, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm very much aware of this.
God. So he came from what were you doing back there? You're having some fun?
Honestly,
Looked like fun.
A little bit of both. Honestly, it was a really weird experience. Yeah, I can just safely say I will no longer eat shrooms for a while. And I met some really weird dude called the Masked, shit, what was the name? Masked dude, masked, something masked. Masked man, that was it, masked man. Sorry, head.
Shrooms are very healthy. You should eat them, but if you don't like them, then that's fine.
I'll stick to my greens for a while. Green beans.
Tyfari, you glance behind you, and the door has just closed. Should you decide to go through the door, you have a very, very strong suspicion that the site that you just left is not the site that will greet you.
Yeah, so I was teleported into some weird room. Yeah, the weird masked fella was there. And he offered me a deal. And I kind of took it. I probably should have questioned. I really should have questioned. I should have questioned it more. I should have. Yeah, I am not a smart man. Yannae will agree.
Yannae is very much enthusiastically nodding with that.
So yeah, either I sealed my fate, I made a pact with a demonic warlord, or beautiful things are gonna happen. It's either one of those three options, guys. And girl, sorry.
There's two girls here. There's only one guy, actually. Sykes isn't even here yet.
Sykes is currently at this present moment very much deep into his cups. Shall we say?
He is in the tavern. Okay.
He is in the tavern. Yeah, he is in the tavern.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much present he is though. So yeah, I'll just go with. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, gang.
He's still looking quite. He's still looking very bareheaded, unfortunately.
Yeah. There was a question I was going to ask, but I forgot what it was going to be.
Well, fellas, it's lovely to have you here, but are you going to stick around, or are you going to actually have some food or drink or anything like that?
I really need a drink after this.
Right, what would you have now?
Give me the strongest stuff you have. I don't care.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks to Yannae, we'll actually have some stuff to finally fucking give you, says Meritif, our very friendly and very friendly dwarf. She reaches underneath the bar and pulls out this clear bottle, and Eden pulls out some very clean looking glasses, completely new, which is unusual. And she pulls out a small shot for you, Tyfari. Farrell and Lyria, would you also like some?
Yes. The strongest
no,
thing.
no.
The thing that Tyfari got.
No.
Okay, cool. So Illyria, you are on the water. Farrell, you do. Yannae also partakes in this, and she hands it to the three of you. It's a spirit that the three of you. Would you recognise this spirit? I can't remember if you've had this spirit or not. But either way, you are presented with this spirit, and it is it's quite sweet, with a very strong citrus flavour. That, my fellas, is Nossik's liquor.
Wow, Meredith. And it even comes in fancy glasses these days. You're really trying to make it less shoddy place than it was before.
That's the plan. That's the plan, if you don't mind saying, you little cheeky butt cheek.
Yes, we're planning on growing the, we give them the money so they can make the more money thing.
What?
That is how it works, Farrell. Yeah, no, just nothing to add to that.
Something like that. Yeah, aye. And you can, as you glance around the bar, you realise that the person who is making all the music in the background is actually Carol. She is not serving at all, and there is actually another person currently serving as many of the patrons as she can. She's a very she's a diminutive elf, quite a little bit shorter for her species than is normal, with long black hair. Seems to be almost teenager-like in her appearance, but she's doing at least right now, a very grand old job of serving all the patrons.
Also, congrats on the new staff.
Hi, she comes cheap, shall we say? It's quite lucky, quite a lucky find that one was.
I will refrain from comment.
I could see you holding that one in, so yes, thank you for
Yannae
keeping
will
that
stab
one
me.
in.
Yannae will stab me.
I wanted
No.
to make one too,
She
but I
will.
know Farrell definitely would not understand the reference that I was going to make, so I couldn't either.
It's more a case of that you look as though you're going to say something, and Yannae glances across to you, gives you this very, very evil eye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I'll make a quick bathroom stop and I run away.
Oh, by the way, is Tyfari getting kind of weird looks in this bar, considering the rumors that were being spread?
Roll an insight check on the bar. Or a perception check, rather. Make it a perception check.
Perception is said? Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Not bad.
A bit difficult to tell if Tyfari specifically is getting some looks. Certainly, he definitely got some looks for his very unexpected loud arrival. But it's a bit difficult to tell if he specifically is getting any looks, or if there's something else. So, what are the three of you doing?
Well, I'm off to.
You're off to a
stop
bathroom,
myself
yeah.
from laughing. I'll be back in a few seconds.
He'll be back in a few.
I forgot
Farrell,
which one of us grabbed the hat. If it was Yannae or Farrell that technically has Sykes' hat.
I suspect it would have been Janai.
Okay, that's what I kind of thought.
I
'cause he's the one that
suspect.
had the money.
Yeah, but you could. But you still have not spoken with her about presenting it.
That's true. Yeah, how do you want to go about giving it to him? You want to make it a surprise, or do you just want to hand it to him?
I can't do a French
I was
accent.
like,
My
now you have to do-
apologies. I can't do a French accent. So I'm not gonna even attempt it here. But
Yeah.
she says something along the lines of, "Not very good at this sort of thing." So Sykes, here's a hat. It's simply, in the most undramatic way, pulls out the hat and jams it over the top of Sykes' head. You can see that Sykes is rather perturbed by this development, although he's extremely happy about the fact it's a new hat, so he hasn't got a hat back, but is a bit perturbed by it, doesn't quite know what to do.
Now your head won't be naked anymore. It'll look complete.
Yeah, thank you, I think.
Illyria's just shaking her head as she's thinking.
The next time the hat falls off your head, though, make sure to grab it before the things fall on top of it. For some reason, I recall an adventurer that used to almost lose his hat a lot, but would grab it last second.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I need to develop that skill a bit.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
Sit down. Look at Sykes. Sykes, love the hat, buddy. Not sure if the lime green and faded salmon works together, but we'll see how that goes.
You know, you also noticed, Tyfari, that it's not lime green as faded salmon, but still. he suddenly takes the hats off and has a look and goes, "What? It's not what? It's not what?"
The second he's not paying attention, I would like to cast a minor illusion on it.
Just gonna make it look lime green.
Are you being sneaky about this?
Absolutely.
Right. Robbie is minor illusion. Is that verbal and somatic or not?
Be a second, I have to look it up.
Yeah, no worries.
I think it is. But
I just like that you're gonna try like just gaslighting him.
no, it's only somatic.
It's only somatic. Okay, just roll me a sleight of hand then.
It's like a Jedi mind trick, except it's an illusion. Just...
Oh God. Okay, well, Sykes is distracted, shall we say? Because he does very quickly reach for it. But let's see if any of the others notice.
No, they don't.
Oh, we'll see.
No.
We'll see.
No.
Let me just roll a d20 here. Shania just starts laughing.
Oh, do you want me to roll a perception check too?
If you want to. If you want to.
Definitely. Oh, definitely.
Go for it. Let's do... Yeah, Farrell, you also notice. Illyria, you noticed this too.
Damn, +6, that's a lot. Shit.
I didn't realize that we got
She
a
is
magic
currently
hat.
distracted.
I think he gave us the wrong hat. It was so
She
cheap, but it's
notices.
magic.
Wow, everybody except Sykes notices this, because Sykes is currently trying to figure out what on earth you're talking about. But everybody else notices the fact that you just cast minor illusion on the hat.
Nice. I'll go with that.
Should I just start laughing?
Yeah, I didn't realize that we bought Sykes a magical hat that can change color. That's awesome.
No, dear, no. No, it's not a magical hat. What is it? But it's not green! But how's it green? It was brown earlier, right? Wasn't it? You see Sykes is looking very confused.
It's always been lime green and painted salmon for me. And it's the first time I'm seeing it, so...
Don't worry about him, Sykes. You know what Tyfari is like. He just jams it back on his head. Yes, Tyfari. We do know what you are like.
Well, fair.
Anyways,
no surprises.
So, Illyria and Sykes, tell us about your talk.
Quick question: who's speaking?
That would be Yannae.
I forgot that Sykes went with Illyria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, a lot of things involving some questions I had. Now, more questions are need to be answered. I got to solve some of my memories, so that was fun. And now I have a migraine. There's nothing to it. I have to purchase it. I'll talk about it until tomorrow.
Okay. And with that, Tyfari and Farrell, is there anything else you'd like to do?
He might, I'll go in back and pour some more water on the money seed that I have growing in the back before going to bed.
Okay. All right then. So as the nights,
oh
yeah?
dang! I should have been smart and taken one of those fermented fish, because that would make some good fertilizer. Shoot.
True.
Actually, just run me a quick perception check when you get out there. You when you head out to the back to where you planted your coin in the hopes that it would sprout to be a coin tree, you notice that at the back there are a lot of scraps which seem to have come from the kitchen. Obviously, it seems that Mereteth had been very busy making lots and lots of food for people. So there is, as it were, some fertilizer here for you to use if you wished.
Oh yeah. Then he'll definitely He'll take some of the food waste and make it into almost like a compost.
Yeah, sure, absolutely fine. You grab some handfuls of discarded onion leaves and shaved carrots and potato skins and mash them all together into sort of a ball. Dig down to that hole to the place where you had planted your coin seed. So, and fed a load of your makeshift fertilizer into the hole, covered it up, and spent some time watering it. So yeah, you have watered your coin. Are you doing anything magical with this as well, or not?
Not yet.
Okay, cool.
I think once he notices it's not growing, then he might.
Well, let's get to that point.
Use magic.
Let's get to that point, shall we? And with that, yeah, carry on.
Oh no, sorry.
With that, the evening draws to a close. Tyfari, Farrell, Illyria, and Sykes and Yannae, you'll head up to your respective rooms. Tyfari, you were sharing a room with Sykes, correct? Or were you separate?
I honestly can't remember.
If you wish to have a separate room now this time, you can. I believe you were originally together, but if you wish to go separate, you can also do that.
I Yeah, I'll have Sykes be my roomie.
Okay, that's cool. And Illyria and Yannae, you were obviously sharing a room, and Farrell, you were by yourself. So the five of you head up to your respective rooms to have a decent night's rest. The night passes with nary a sound, nary a whisper, as the tavern noises of the tavern gently fade into the night time. The three of you, at least Tyfari, Farrell, and Illyria. Ooh, that's a little bit loud. Wake to a rather dull grey morning. The curtains still have not been replaced because they are threadbare, and you only invested enough money in the tavern in order to be able to get them started in terms of food and drink, not in terms of decoration. So, unfortunately, the decor in your rooms has not really been updated. But you rise to a very grey morning.
Farrell will, just head down, wait for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Unless if other people are awake before him, which I don't know. He's a pretty early riser, so maybe not. he
We'll
might
have
be
to see.
the earliest one to wake up.
Let's say that you are this time. When you head downstairs, the bar is completely empty. Completely, there is nobody there. Meredith has obviously gone up to have her own rest. Carol is also gone, except for one person. There is a very short character who you have met once before, and they are sitting against the bar. What seems to be seemingly nursing a small glass of that same liquor that you had tried the previous night. It is none other than Tunaï, who you met quite a while ago. Are you being quite silent about this?
You'll walk up to him, maybe sit down next to him, and have some questions. But yeah, he'll just be like, "What are you doing here, little man?"
Oh. I got anywhere else to go, have I?
Well, didn't you have the temple? I thought that's where you go.
No, that's not the. That's not how it works. You can tell he's been drinking a lot.
Well,
Where's that fucking money that I gave them?
Well, they don't want it. In fact, you could probably even take it back if you wanted. I mean, it would go to waste otherwise.
I'm not. Oh, fine, I'll take it. I only did the job because it was money for this place. But I don't fucking want it. I'll take it myself. Where the fuck is it? He gets off the bar stool. He sort of jumps down off it, and you can tell that he's very drunk because as he jumps down, he barely stops himself from falling over.
They put it in the hidden locked door, so I don't know if you'll be able to do it.
The hidden locked door. What the fuck's that?
The one in the floor.
You what?
It's in the floor. The door's in the floor.
Where? Show me.
He'll point out the floor safe.
Okay.
Behind the bar.
You point out the floor safe. He do you take the floorboards up? Let him out of it, or what?
No, he'll just point to where it is on the floor. He won't actually like do any of the ripping up. He'll just go like there.
It's just a floorboard.
It's hidden. I said
Oh
the hidden,
yeah.
the secret hidden locked door.
Okay, fine. He half stumbles, half crawls, half walks. That was 3 halves, but you know what I mean. Over to the spot on the floor, and begins trying to find out what on earth you are talking about. This is with disadvantages because he is absolutely pissed. No, he does not realise that the floorboards are meant to be taken up. You see him pore over these floors and these floorboards, and he starts banging on them and starts moving them around in a way to see if they move. But for some reason, it just doesn't seem to be working. And eventually, he just gives up and goes, "Oh, fuck it, I'll get it tomorrow. I only did that job because it was for them. If they don't fucking appreciate it, I'm not going to be here anymore."
Well,
fine.
Where did you get your drink from? Were you here last night?
Yeah, I was.
Well, you saw how things have changed last night. Like, there are ways to make this tavern. It was great again.
I was with you. I was with you there.
There's other ways to make this tavern, prosper, grow. That doesn't have to come from money from your whatever it is that you did to make that money.
What are you trying to say?
It was money that Yannae and us made, and we gave that to them.
Oh, I see what it is. Yeah, no, alright, fine. Fuck you all then. Fuck you, Meredith. Fuck you, Carol. And he turns around and starts quickly making his drunken way out of the door.
Farrell will try to reach and grab him. He's not gonna try hard, but he's gonna try to reach and grab him.
Sure. Roll me a strength athletics check. Try and grab him. Well, this would be sort of a grapple check. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. He is absolutely pissed, so he's going to try acrobatics, and he still succeeds because he is absolutely ridiculous at this sort of thing. So yeah, you go to grab him, and his preternatural ability just to sense things moving around him kicks in. He just moves out of the way and says, "Fuck you, leave it alone."
Dude, please come back. We can
Why?
make money. We can make money in a different way.
Why? Why should the fuck I listen to you?
Because people like me.
Because people like me. Oh my god, roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I specifically with disadvantage. That was Farrell having a very brief existential crisis of wait, why should people listen to me?
Why should people listen to me? Yeah, with an 8, you can tell that he's not going to be persuaded by this. Tyfari and Illyria, what have you both been doing while this conversation has been happening?
Probably wake up from all the noise.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah, I'll go down and see what's making this bloody racket. Those damn kids.
You head downstairs and you can see when you reach the bottom of the stairs, you see Farrell is trying to attempt to stop a diminutive halfling dressed in very black leather armor. You do recognize him as being Tunaï from a past friend of Yannae. Oh, Lydia, why did you do this to me, Lydia? Anyways, but yes, you do see them. Illyria?
She'll wait. If I remember correctly, else can have no 4 hours. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, she was up, after getting done, being in the trance, let's just clean her weapon. And then
Okay.
hearing all this noise and decides to do a little investigation and see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. You also see Farrell desperately trying to stop this halfling who you recognise to be Tunaï from leaving the tavern. Tunaï sees you both and says, "Yeah, okay, I see how it is. Yeah, just call your fucking friends. All right, I'm gone." Not wanted here. I could see that.
That was the. Oh yeah, okay. No, I'm here. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, no, you're there.
Right.
You're there.
Right. So what's happening here, short round and tall guy? You're making a lot of bloody noise, and I was trying to sleep here.
Chennai is currently walking out.
He's mad because they didn't use his money, they used our money to make the bar nice. But I feel like the bar being nice is just a good thing in general. It shouldn't matter whose money was used.
And kind of justify the means, shorty. So yeah, and your money is still over there in safe.
Whatever, I can find the fucking safe. If they don't want it, I'll tell you, but...
It's right there. You just have to lift up the board and you can see it.
And he wanders back over to the boards and starts trying to lift them up. It doesn't take him long to lift them, and eventually he does expose the underground safe. You got a key?
Key?
Sykes used little sticks to get it open.
I have to pick it myself. And he starts to pick the lock. So
I mean, you're the lockpicking expert here, so.
Let's add 2 to this because he should be proficient in it.
Well, so yeah, he should definitely be probably good at breaking into things.
Yep, he absolutely does. For sure. It does not take long before you hear a click, click, as the lid to the safe is opened. Do any of you look inside?
Yeah, I'm peeking. Hell yes.
You peek inside, and there is a very large bag in there. There also now appears to be a couple of smaller bags in the safe as well. But when Tunaï reaches in, he just reaches for that large bag, picks it up, hangs it on his belt, and gets up and starts walking out. But you do see that there are a few smaller bags in there now.
Probably just like the regular payroll, I would assume. I don't know if Farrell would assume that. You know, I want to ask a question about Nox Umbra, but I don't know how. You know, all that money that you got, was that from doing one thing or several?
No, it was a job. It was one job. Big job, too. It wasn't just me. It was me and several others.
And you split it?
Might have done.
Sounds like a solid yes.
Yeah, I'm just, it seems to be a well-paying job.
Yeah, well, I need to take the job not to help Meredith and Carol since they don't want fucking help myself to.
Also, out of random curiosity, were they all halflings in the group? Because, man, that would be so funny. Like imagine
Just a bunch of little
tiny
halflings
swarm of
running
halflings. I also tell this to him, by the way.
I know you do. I know you do. I know your mind, mate. Yes.
The
Best part is
swarming.
they gave me a perfect image of just a bunch of little halflings wearing
He
running around.
he gives you this very dirty look. No, it was not all
Yeah.
halflings.
Majority though.
No,
Aww.
I was the only one.
I'll just be creative for the book.
How many, the book you're writing? How many people? I'm curious because, you know, if we made money the same way, maybe they'll take it from us. Which is a blatant lie. I'm just curious how many people you had with you, so I can judge how much money you make.
Can't say.
You can't say, well, I mean, you just did it that too long ago. You should know how many people were with you.
No, that's not what I mean. I can't say.
But
Like literally can't or theoretically can't. There's a difference.
Do you guys know anything about Noxumbra? Oh, the temple.
they're dark and scary.
No, not dark and scary. They're contractors. Contractors. If you
Sounds
say
like a lot of fun.
yeah, it is actually. It is quite fun. If you say a contract, you can't talk about a contract, you can't give any information about a contract, you can't give... once the contract's up, you can't talk about it, it is... contract, you can't talk about it.
Well, you could put it in writing then. You don't have to talk if you write it.
What?
You could write it on a piece of paper, so therefore you're not talking about it.
I have paper, ink, and a quill.
Roll me a persuasion check for that.
A persuasion check for feral logic.
Yes, please. That was brilliant logic, though. 15, yeah, wow. Sure, let's make this insight. Yeah, cool. Huh. Oh, if I try. He reaches out for the pen for the quill and paper. He begins jotting down, in very poor handwriting, but he begins jotting down some details, and before long he has written out everything, or at least all it appears to be everything of all the details that he was given. Handing it over to those of you who wish to read the paper. He has written that the job was for of course, Tyfari does. The job was 4 people. Names were not given, but it was 4 people: himself, a human, a dwarf, and an elf. Yes, it's almost the beginning of a joke. So 4 people, and that the money was 100 gold each on completion of the successful intervention of a delivery of black crystal to the capital of Fall.
Oh. Well, that's not what I was expecting, but that's very interesting.
So, just out of random curiosity, how often do contracts like this come up? And do they ever involve dirtier business, so to say?
They can do. Contract. I know that there are assassination contracts. There's fetch and deliver contracts. There's finding contracts. Any old contracts. Even the college of mages sometimes uses them.
Asking for a friend, in your professional opinion, Do you? That's not how Pharaoh would talk. That was almost a Tyfari line.
That was almost a Tyfari line, yeah.
He's rubbing off on Pharaoh a lot lately. For good or for better or for worse.
Probably worse.
Would you think that the reason why the city has been shut for for a while was because of something that a contract told someone to do? That was worded very poorly, but
I don't know. Could be.
I'm
look
guessing
into that.
you don't know anything about other people's jobs.
No,
Or do
not
they
to...
post them? Do they have a
the
place
temple.
where they post them?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's simple.
So do you need like a
Yes.
contact or something to?
No, not particularly. You have to go to the temple itself. You have to find the contract master. It's usually the guy behind the bar, to be honest. But you have to find the contract master. Ask him what he's got, and
Just Tyfari just writing down what's.
of course.
Contract master, yeah, usually guy behind the bar. Okay.
Yes, that's what's available. He has by this time wandered over to the bar and has poured himself another drink and is busily just sort of nursing the alcohol. That's what's available. You gotta find the temple first. It's pretty easy to find there.
Yeah, well, we can probably get some instruction there. Meredith will probably know. Would Meredith know?
You have not asked.
But I'm asking the.
Oh, you're asking
Shanae.
Shanae?
Yeah.
No, she won't know.
Shit. Will you know?
Yeah.
Well, can you give me instructions?
Find the shittest part of town.
Shittiest part of town. I'm really good at finding the bad parts of town. It's a challenge.
Find the shittest part of town. Shittest bar in that place, and you've got the temple.
Cool. And would I need any references or anything? Because my brother also used to be an assassin, so I can get a letter of reference.
A letter of recommendation.
Yeah.
Do I need to ask? Is this a deception check? Or-
This is not a deception check.
I was like,
This is not a deception
Tyfari.
check. You need to Mister. You have to give me some updates about your backstory now, mate, because you're now introducing stuff I do not know about. So you need to give me some updates here, please.
That is correct, but it's also because I'm just kind
It's
of waiting.
entirely believable.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, you don't need references, but if you
Alright,
want to
great.
be part of, okay, I have to give spiel now. If you want to be part of Dr. Umbra, you have to do something for them first before you start getting contracts. Nobody can take a contract without doing something for them first.
I mean, that's
That's
fine.
it.
I'll kill anyone as long as I have fun killing him.
Right, just give me. Oh, we've lost his armor. Have we lost his armor? I believe we lost his armor.
Oh, yeah.
We have an incoming Neil. So.
Oh, no, there we go. There we go.
Oh, yeah. That's what did it. I think.
No, we do not have an incoming Neil. Just
yeah.
weird stuff has decided to do.
Yeah,
the hell?
Zoom was, it was weird.
Zoom was being weird. My apologies. All the cameras
Ah.
have decided to get mixed up again.
Just Zoom being Zoom, I guess.
Oh, yep. I think his internet died because he just logged out or disconnected from Fantasy Grounds.
Oh,
too.
okay.
Yeah.
Damn it, you stupid fucking. No, I've got to sort out the cameras again. Jeez.
Gotta
America.
love technical difficulties.
Yeah. This is
This should just
super
be like
irritating.
a little like a splash screen you just pull up, just like boo, or experience tentacle.
I wish. So please do excuse me while I just sort out some tech stuff. This is extremely irritating that this has happened. Let me carry on. But yes, he does. So he does say to you that you would need to be. You don't need a reference, but you do need to do something for the temple before you can even consider taking contracts for them.
Did you see a contract for even more money than the one that you took recently?
Maybe.
I'm
I can't remember. I've
assuming.
been a bit too drunk recently.
I'm assuming it would have been before the city lockdown. There might have been a big one.
Just give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Oh, God damn it.
Sorry, I was just about to go grab my phone and log in with that so I could help with the
No.
screen
It's
and then I was like,
no,
shit, sorry, my phone's almost dead.
It's grand. Welcome, Neil. Thanks. Thanks for dropping in. No, this
Yeah.
Zoom decided to do a massive cock up on me, so I'm currently now sorting out screen stuff. And while I sort out this screen stuff, a very great thank you to Iprax27. Thank you so much for popping in. I'm afraid you caught us just at the moment where tech difficulties have occurred. So I'm currently just sorting all those out in the background, and eventually we'll get back to a much better screen in a moment. But thank you very much for the bitties. It's very much appreciated. Right, and boop. There we go.
Yay!
Hey!
Yay!
We are back
Hello,
to
everyone.
we are back. Welcome, Neil.
Oh, I was so
This is
sorry.
no worries, mate.
No,
Stuff like this
I
happens.
figured.
Yeah, things happen.
Well, let's just say it's probably about this time while Tunaï's giving the spiel as to what he as to his churches, so we say. You walk in on this conversation to find a very drunk Tunaï doing his level best to give as much information as he can about what he does.
And you have
You
a
also
hat.
you also have a hat.
That is true.
Oh, magical hat and pirouette. Cool.
The magic hat changes color.
Well, it was
You have a magic hat
What?
that changes color.
What?
It was a hat that was gifted to you. So just to bring you up to speed,
Yeah.
it was a hat that was gifted to you by Farrell and Yannae.
Mm-hmm.
So you have now a hat. But while you were examining it, Tyfari decided to cast a minor illusion, which unfortunately you were at that present moment in time too distracted to try and figure out what the hell was going on, because apparently the hat had turned, was it green and fading salmon pink?
Faded salmon pink and lime green.
Faded salmon pink and lime green. It had turned that color for some reason.
Wait. Okay, so I was too distracted to figure it out, or can I
Yes.
make check to see
Yes.
if I know?
No, at the present moment
You
you
had
weren't.
made the check.
But
Damn it.
everybody else knew what was happening. Yannae started laughing and basically said, "Don't worry, he's just Tyfari being Tyfari."
Okay.
And so your hat is back to what you believe is to be the correct color.
Gotcha. I was gonna cast minor illusion and change it to that color, but
If you wish to, you can.
I'm just kidding. No, that's fine.
Right, fair enough. But you do now enter the empty bar, except for Tyfari, Farrell, Lyria, and Tunaï.
Okay. Hello,
Tunaï, after mentioning the fact that you have to be part of the Noxombra Temple in order to be able to accept contracts from said temple, He looks across at you. Oh, another one of the fucking friends that replaced me. Why am I still here?
Because you were robbing the safe.
I was not robbing the safe. I was taking what was owed to me because you bitches wouldn't use it. No, I didn't do anything for them.
Sure thing, Tiny.
Not Tiny!
Well, I have decided
is
to rename
called
you
me.
Tiny Tim, so I'll go make breakfast now.
Tonight.
Yeah, I was say yeah, you can actually
Oh.
that's really
Yeah.
easy to do. Um,
I'm gone. And he gets off. He gets back off the bar stool, and proceeds to leave the tavern.
Wait,
What?
you don't seem like a bad person. Yannae likes you, and everything is just. We've had bad experience with the Nox Umbra, so. But you're trying to help out your friends. I understand. I've been in a similar situation in the past. It's just. I don't know. I mean, there's something going on in the city that we thought you might be a part of, and it's not. I don't think it's the case anymore because we actually.
Right, so you didn't trust me. I see. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I get it. You don't want to trust me. They don't trust me either. I'm better on my own.
It's not what I'm saying. You're probably the only person in Nox Umbra that we could possibly trust right now.
Fuck. Did you want to say something there, Lyria?
Sorry, was doing some. What happened?
No, it's fine. I thought you were trying to say something because you were very, very, very quiet.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm not sure what happened because I was doing some.
Okay, it's fine. Tunaï, make me an inside check, Sax.
15.
It's a little bit difficult to read. And you get the feeling that you have not necessarily gained his trust, but there is a little bit more respect there for you from him.
if you want, we could try to make money that they will want from you.
We've
just-
already
they
given,
don't-
they've
They don't
already
want
given
it
money.
from the temple. They don't want it from the temple, but I'm pretty sure they'd be fine if they got it from you. But they just don't want money that comes from there.
Well, the
It's
fuck
not
do I,
you, it's the temple.
How the fuck do I make money doing what I do best?
Uh,
Are you gonna make?
I mean, we've made
like I
money
made
by
money in
doing
the past?
things that, yeah, we've made money doing that too. We've
What?
killed people for money. I mean, we're not. That's not wrong. we have killed people and we've made money doing so.
What do you think I was doing?
I mean, you just need to. You just need to do it through the right means. Like we fought pirates and bandits and thieves. Like that's okay.
You also make money hunting, like I've been doing in the past. I've been-
Exactly, and that's
Do I
Well,
look
maybe
like a
it's not-
hunter to you?
well. I feel like you'd be very skilled at it. Yeah. You're quiet, sneaky.
I
Probably a
can't
better
pull it
hunter than
by.
I am.
What do
You
you
don't really
enjoy
stand out
doing?
in a crowd.
What is something you enjoy doing?
Stealing. I'm sneaky. As you said, I'm sneaky. That's what I'm good at.
I'm sneaky too.
There's also bounties.
What do you think I was fucking doing?
Well, maybe not through the temple, but in the sewers, there's definitely some creatures down there that you can maybe ask the guardsmen, if they would give you a bounty for each one you removed. They could be a very big threat to the city.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be doing the city a service and making money at the same time by killing things.
Where do you
could
think
be labeled a hero.
Roll a persuasion check.
Who, me or Farrell?
Either one of you, whoever rolls it, gets advantage.
Ooh. I don't know how persuasive Sykes is.
I have +1. No.
Okay, I'm definitely more persuasive then. I have
Okay,
a plus.
I'll give him the advantage then. Nice.
At the mention of the word, you'd be a hero to the city. You seem to have gained his attention. Go on.
Well, people like heroes, and heroes can make money, and
Yeah.
like you would be doing things that would be helping people, but then also being rewarded for doing so. And like I said, there's a lot of nasty things in the sewers right below the city itself that I'm pretty sure they would appreciate, the removal of. But they're very dangerous. Like,
You wouldn't necessarily go down alone, because if you are willing to go down there and fight them, I would definitely be willing to go down there again to help
and
save those people.
you would need something magical on your sword in order to fight them.
Would I be under contract?
Do you want to be under contract?
Well, yeah, it means I can actually means I make sure I get the money.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be more of
probably
the
talk to
guards
the-
that would be the one paying you. You have to ask them. We don't have the money.
At the mention of you mentioning that he would have to work for the guards, there is a certain curl to his lip that occurs. You get the sense that you get the sense that authority is something that he might have a problem with.
Tell you what, if you don't want to work for the guards, any treasure that's down there, that they might not necessarily care about, because if they have us go down there again without them, I don't know if they're gonna actually go down. They just know about this problem. But if we go down there again and you come with us, you can take whatever treasures down there. So I'm sure they have lots of stuff down there that we haven't seen yet. Maybe.
That's true.
Especially if they've been stealing stuff throughout the city.
Fine. I'm too drunk to meet him anyway now, so I'm going home to sleep. I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
I
When
hope
do I have
to
to
see you
speak to
again.
Huh?
When do I have to speak to him? Where do I have to speak to him?
Well, the guards that we were helping before are in the poor district, so it's at the. If you want to go talk to them, otherwise the rat folk are down in the sewers.
What rat folk?
Oh yeah, sorry, that's what we were. That's what we were fighting in the
That's
sewer.
what's the danger
Huh?
to the.
Yeah, there's rat folk beneath the city, like a whole swarm of them, a whole colony.
We killed a really big one. A really big one.
And one that could turn into a rat.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know something about them?
I was on the contracts we got on the temple.
To work with them or to
No.
kill them?
No.
Did you kill them? Take them out?
It was a contract for some dude called Wyatt.
Wyatt?
Contract was Wyatt. Contract was for what was it? Oh, experimentation, something of those lines. It was experimenting on rats. Don't quite remember why, but some dude called Wyatt was. I had to find him because they were experimenting on rats and somewhere. I can't remember. I have to.
Like magical experiments?
Did you say
So-
Duke Wyatt? Or the Duke of Wyatt?
No, it's just some dude called
Oh,
Wyatt.
dude.
I have to go over and get the contract in order to have a look at it. But yeah, it's, we don't whenever we get a list of contracts, it's usually just a brief summary of what the contract is, no details. So I can't say much more than that, but there was a hunt and kill contract for some person called
There you go.
Wyatt on experimentation on rats. No other details.
Oh, there's a guy. Okay, so there's a guy that you need to kill on the contract named Wyatt, who is experimenting on rats. Okay, I got you now.
Yeah, but there's no more details than that. That's the brief. If you know what I mean. Just the brief.
Yeah.
Just the brief bit.
Maybe it's.
I'm
forgot.
fucking drunk.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. No problem. You have a good day.
He starts to he eventually makes his way out of the tavern.
What today?
What?
Come have a drink with us sometime.
I'll think about it. And he slopes out the door.
See you later, new friend.
He's gone.
Quick question: did Tyfari tell us all the things that he saw when we were down the tunnel? Like when you were using Kitsune to look through the hole?
Oh yeah.
I cannot remember. Did you, Tyfari? I believe
Nope.
you. Did you tell it? Did you keep all that information to yourself?
I only told the story of me being ported to the pocket dimension.
No. Sorry. When you guys
When
were in the tunnels underneath the city hunting the rats, you sent Kitsune off. Did you inform everybody else as to what you saw through Kitsune's eyes?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You did. Okay. Cool. Then yes, you
Yeah,
guys.
Sykes
were
turns
there.
it
I
up.
remembered. He did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sykes.
I thought you did.
Sykes remembers that conversation, and he turns to everyone and he's like, "Maybe that's the person at the bench that Tyfari saw."
Maybe. Oh, by
There's
the
someone
way,
down there experimenting on rats.
we
There's
have
an
some
alchemist down there, then.
we have some things on written on paper that we should show you that he told us earlier.
Okay. You send.
He wasn't used or a part of the assassination, but he was looking for black crystals as part of his most recent job.
Oh.
I still do think that Nox Umbra is related, though, to the reason why the city was locked down. Oh yeah, and I forgot, it's not locked down anymore because the festival's going on.
Oh, and as the four of you are having this chat, you realize that some of the sounds coming in through the door are of a city that's beginning to wake up. You start noticing a couple of people are beginning to come in. Meriteth has finally woken up and has popped into the kitchen to make some actual food. Tyfari, you have been there in the entire time making breakfast. What have you been making?
Well, I've been making, just your what we would know as English breakfast.
Ah,
So,
very nice.
also,
Very, very nice. So sausages,
bacon.
sausages, bacons, eggs, hash browns, the entire shebang.
Yep.
Wonderful.
The price
So you've been making this feast of protein and fat. When Meredith walks in, sees you busy.
Morning, Meredith.
Good morning, Tyfari, wasn't it? Yay.
Your
Well,
favorite wizard. Yes.
We'll get onto that maybe one day. Let's see. Looks like you're busy. You're making some of that for us as well.
Well, I've made some for the other 4 of the party, but yeah, there's still plenty enough for the staff.
Well, if you don't mind,
Well, of course, I'll bring you out a plate. And
thank you very much. As you're also a member of the staff,
I am.
you're working here.
Wow.
As you bring out a plate.
I'm probably the one in charge,
No.
considering my background.
I don't think so, love.
Sorry, right.
We'll get to that point, Meredith.
We'll have to see.
Love you too, darling. And I
is
just set
bad-
out plates for everyone.
And his banter of words continues as you set out plates for everybody. And yes, a feast of English breakfast is enjoyed by the 4 of you.
Yeah, I'll just tell everyone, oh, guys, enjoy.
Oh,
Mom taught me how to cook, so I hope I still remember some of her skills.
I take a bite.
It's pretty decent. It's a decent meal.
Alright.
He is surprisingly not trying to kill you.
Oh.
And he's a good cook. I mean that's good to
I'm
know.
sorry. No, just kidding.
Not yet. Not yet. Maybe later.
Not yet.
But yes, tell me, what are the
Right, so-
4 of you willing to do?
So, as we're eating, just what's the plan for today? Just kind of.
We should join Noxumbra.
I am totally in favor of joining Noxumbra and murdering people.
Not
As long
the
as I get to
murdering
cap
people,
15%.
But the getting to find out information could be very good, wouldn't it?
Also that.
Well, we're no longer because we already turned in what they were after us for, so maybe. I mean, they'll still probably hate us, but. Or at least maybe this group might not know exactly what's going on, so. Because it was a different a group that was chasing us, so. Unless they were informed.
We
Can you
I feel
guys
like
hear me?
yes.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh my god, I've been talking for like 15 minutes and it's just pain because my internet's being shit.
We can hear you now, though. What did you want to say?
Screw it, man. I've been speaking for like 15 minutes or trying to. I'm exhausted. I don't want to speak.
Okay.
I give up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I've had that happen before. It's so annoying.
But tell me, what are the 4 of you willing to want you to do? You want to go
Yeah.
to
I feel like if we help them out and they let us join, then we can find out, things about their contracts.
Why do you want to join Noxumbra?
I don't. But we might
Just want to join to get contracts, okay?
well, no, not necessarily contracts, but to find out, if one of them was used to kill someone that we still haven't figured out yet.
True. I mean, we could always just go around town and look for clues. Oh, sorry, what?
The thing is I don't trust that organization. I have a gut feeling. I don't like it. I'm against it. Even though it is good info, if we do get to it, but we'll probably be knee deep and won't get out. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'd say-
very good at getting out of situations which are bad.
Corey,
I'm
Corey,
down.
I know
Oh.
you're a very charismatic man, but you can't get out of what's the word?
Death? No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, death. We could go to the old fort and go from there.
Yeah, I'm down for the old fort, mainly because that's also where our investigation should have started too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that fort. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about that.
Tell you what, we go to the old fort and we look around and see if we can find any clues, and if we come up with nothing, then we can go into Tyfari and Farrell's plan. I can't believe I just did that.
Honestly, I've said this before. I have I'm honestly surprised you all still listen to me. So, but yeah, let's go to the old
Hey.
fort.
Hey,
Tyfari's fun.
I am quite surprised that the three of you still listen to him. Where's Yannae by any chance? Have you seen her?
I think she might still be upstairs.
The
Probably
last
being
I
lazy.
saw her, she's upstairs, but I have no idea what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do one of you want to go and go and find out what's going on with her? See.
Sure.
Okay, Tyfari, do you go upstairs?
Yes.
All right. You head upstairs to the room which you know to be Illyrian and Yannae's room, and you knock on the door. There is not much of a response.
I'll just knock loudly and shout, Yannae, come on, wake up, we gotta go to the old fort.
What?
I need someone to guard my back, and that's probably not you, but you know, you are
Why?
Oh, she hates is waking her up.
Why? and there's some scrubbing of us. Right. I'll be there in a minute.
Also, we talked to your brother.
What?
We talked to Tiny Tim, your brother.
There's a lot of clattering as when you mention that, and the door is flung open. When you and Yannae is now standing there in front of you, hair all akimbo, wearing practically nothing except something just to cover her breasts and her loins, and that's about it. Yannae was there.
Is that his name? I don't know. The tiny
Yes, Tunaï.
Tunaï, but with a T.
one. The
Tunaï.
Hobbit.
Tunaï. Tunaï.
Yeah.
Don't
that
call
one.
it. Don't call him that. Tunaï. Yes.
It's so much fun to do, though.
The dude.
What? Why? You are impossible. Slams the door again in your face.
Yeah, fairly accurate.
Oh, by the way, has Meriteth or Carol heard about the rumors yet? Like also the or heard about?
Are you
this-
are you asking them?
Well, I don't know if Farrell knows. I'm just curious.
No, this is your metadata coming in.
Yeah. Meta-wise, I'm curious if they're giving any weird looks to Tyfari, or if they've been kind of awkward around him.
I'm not saying anything, mate, because this is metadata. It's not metadata you know about. So,
True.
well, it's metadata you know about, but Farrell doesn't know anything about. So I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, he's completely
but yes,
oblivious.
it's
to
not. It doesn't take very long before Yannae joins the four of you downstairs.
Good morning.
Good morning. Tunaï was here.
Well, have some breakfast, and I give her another plate of the.
Thank you. And she just starts tucking into it.
Made it myself, enjoy. And yeah, he was.
There's
And he was,
at you saying made it myself. There's a slight pause,
The rest
No,
of it as
no.
well, so there's no
No.
poison in it. You're not gonna die.
You didn't make this.
Yeah, I did. Ask Merited.
Metateth? Aye, I walked in him and cooking it. Huh. You surprised me. Alright.
I am a constant factor of surprise.
Ain't that a fucking fact? She tucks back into the breakfast.
But Tunaï was here, and
I was not.
and he's gone now. He was a little bit drunk, a little bit angry. Kind of talked him down a bit. Kinda got the location of the Temple of Noxumbra and kind of, sorta, slightly, a little bit agreed that we would join and get some contracts in.
Whoa. Back up.
You know, let's not get
What?
stuck into the
Just a-
details here.
Just a
No.
clarification. Yannae, me and Illyria did not agree to this.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Thank-
I kind of may have signed up the whole party for it.
You did already?
Again, let's not get stuck on the tiny letters here.
Wait, you sent a letter.
Wait,
I was kidding.
what?
Well, no, he wrote down what they did, and I pull out the letter. Yeah, this is pretty much what he's doing. This is his job description. Because, he couldn't tell us, and Jolly Green Giant over there had the brilliant idea of, well, if you can't tell them, you can write it down. And, of course, sort of unexpectedly, I fully went with the idea. Brought him my ink, letters, parchments, quills, everything. And, yeah, this is kind of what he was doing and how they earn money. So, yeah, I kind of thought it was a good source of money. It's a great source of income. It's easy, it's simple, it's semi-safe, and it could really help, make the inn here a beautiful, flourishing place.
No.
Well...
No.
It already kind of happened.
Oh, Yannae, I will say this. And then I tell her about the contract that Tunaï told us about the rat folk.
Wait. I'm confused. What?
So Tunaï said that there was a contract that they had at Noxumbra. They were talking about a guy named Wyatt.
They also have a contract
They have a
for.
contract for the rat folk. You remember that guy that Tyfari saw in the sewer? He was
Yeah.
at the work.
Yeah.
I think that's the Wyatt guy, maybe.
Are you saying that we're going to go and take a contract from Noxumbra for that?
No.
Yes. Conflicting opinions.
I love the no, yes.
No.
I'm just saying. With that information, we know that it's not. The rat folk below the city are because of someone. The alchemist.
Honestly, I think we can do a lot of good with the contract. And earn a lot of money. And probably kill someone.
And maybe make new friends with Tunaï.
And make new friends with Tunaï, which is not fully unimportant. It's a whole new source of potential clientele.
Look,
Not fully.
I need to think about this. What are we doing?
Well, we're debating, and we are kind of on a tie. So you're the tiebreaker here on either going to Noxumbra or going to the Old Fort.
Fort.
So-
The old fort
Let's
is for sure
go-
coming first.
Fort.
Damn it! No, I tried.
Yeah, you tried,
3 to
but
2. Which
no, fort.
I don't know why Farrell was thinking of Noxumbra either, but
Well, let's just count hands. And I raise my hand. Let's go to Noxumbra. I cast Mage Hand and let hit. So I have 2 votes.
I cast Minor Illusion and a third hand shows up with my 2 hands.
Wait, so you want to go to Noxumbra also?
No.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh,
this was
damn
voting
it,
for
no,
Noxumbra,
he's-
so
ah.
that's 5
What?
votes for
No,
Noxumbra.
what? No, you tricked me.
You were raising
No!
Lyria just slams her head against the table and just.
absolutely feel you there, Lyria. Absolutely feel you there, Lyria.
Oh
I'm
my
also feeling the
God.
same as well.
You okay there, Lyria?
If I wasn't in your
My
party
goddamn
and
tenant.
whatnot, I would have stabbed all of you in the foot.
Well, I think that you are
They tricked me.
the honors of stabbing me is for Yannae, so you would kind of have to talk with her about who gets to stab me first.
I don't think
Dips, I
Illyrio-
stab him first.
Oh.
I will when I have my opportunity.
Good, I'll join you. We're going to the fort. End of discussion, and you can put your stupid hand away.
I make my mage hand look really sad.
Just like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
She just sighs. Should I just sighs? So,
I mean,
oh my god.
darkness is as much of a part of nature as light and good stuff, so I mean, they do still have a place in this world, after all.
I have never agreed with the Jolly Green Giant more.
I don't like how you're talking, Farrell.
It's
I mean-
true.
I'm really.
That's
I'm,
why I
I'm
don't like
digging
it.
New Feral.
Let's go before I
Yes.
stab you.
Oh, why?
Can't
As
please-
Tyfari walks by, I take a little dagger and poke him with it. I'm like, there, I did it first. Either you get.
Oh my god. Do you actually do that? Okay.
I think about it and then I'm like, they
Mm,
deserve
maybe
it
not.
more than I
All right.
do.
So the
They
five. So
do
the
kind
five.
of deserve it.
Yeah, he does. He absolutely does. The five of you head out the tavern and up the now very crowded streets. Now very, very, very crowded streets. As you realise that the city is gearing up for the celebration. It seems to be that there's possibly one more day of preparation before a full-on festival takes place here. But you can see that there are many, many, many different bouquets around the place, all in various colours of green and brown and gold, which just litter the entire city and all districts, etc. Yannae leads you through the port, through the merchant district, and through the noble districts. For those of you who do not know this place, you're somewhat getting used to at least the port district, if not the others. And it is not long before you find yourselves in the noble districts. Sykes, this is where you come in. From this point onwards, you are the only person who knows the way to the fort itself, since that's you spent quite a lot of time there in your history, in your past. So you lead your companions through the wide white streets of the nobles district, and it is not long before the five of you are walking up a gentle incline to from where you are now, a very imposing fort. It is on a rise basically, and it stands. The fort is not particularly high, but due to its height above the city, it stands overlooking the entire city, and seems to dominate at least your current aspect. The hill that you're climbing up, you realise is quite steep, and from where you are, you can see the entrance to the gate, and many towers which have a very clear sight towards you down the hill. As you approach, the gates are currently open, but there are two guards standing in front of it. As you approach, several more guards step out from inside the gate, and you are greeted by a plume-helmed individual. They are wearing a very, very, very ornate helmet, and when you look at them, you can tell that their garb of red and white, which I think is the colours I've decided for this place. Red and white are decorated with very, very, very small golden filigree, with the flying horse over water emblazoned upon his breastplate. You can also tell that he is very heavily armoured, clearly the captain of the guard here. And as you approach, he steps up to in front of the five of you. Can I help the five of you?
Yes.
re-
Oh. No, you're
real
good.
quick.
Illyria?
Do you remember what Illyria did when she met with the captain?
Mhm.
She did the same thing to this captain.
Yep, no worries. Absolutely.
Actually, Sykes would do the same thing as well.
The captain watches the pair of you make this sign, Farrell.
Oh, I was saying, I think didn't Illyria do a very different one? though?
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
just kind of done the one that
Yeah, very different one.
Yeah, you would have done the
Mhm.
one for fall, but Illyria did a different one that
yeah,
wasn't custom here.
true.
Just wanted to point that out. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Hello, Captain. My name is I for some reason forgot my name for a sec. My name is Sykes Brillo. I used to work for Coleman Smith in the past. And I'm currently under work for Stephen Turner of the Port District Guard.
Sykes,
Hmm.
is that really you? It's at that present moment, Sykes, that you realise that the person that you're standing in front of, you recognise.
Is it Fulman Sykes? Or
Sorry?
Is it Fulman Smith?
It is indeed Fulman Smith.
Yes! Oh my god, this was so long. I'm so sorry. Wait, I go back into the stance because, you know, I'm...
Yeah, just hold your horses there, Sykes. Don't
Sorry.
worry. It's good to see you again. For those of you who do not know, for those who would not obviously recognise him, Fulman Smythe is a half-elf individual with beautiful blue-grey eyes, and at this present moment you can't see his hair, but it would be when he takes his helmet off, you would see very short, close-cropped brown hair. Yes, it's been a while, Sykes. Why are you in the employ of Captain Turner?
I happened to find myself in a unfavorable situation earlier on.
Did you screw up again?
I did.
What did you do?
I city was blocked off, and you know how I like to enter. You know what happened. I tried to enter the city while it was on lockdown. So
He just looks at you with this look that says, "You were a fucking idiot." And it's a look that you have seen a couple. It's a look that you've seen a few times in the.
I'm all too used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're used to this look of that was a stupid thing to do, and you just had everything you got. I'm quite surprised that you're still alive. In actual fact, he does. In actual fact, he does turn to you. I am actually quite surprised that you are still alive. Captain Turner is. Well, he is not an individual you cross.
Hmm.
Yeah, we saw that firsthand when, well, he doesn't like Sykes one bit.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I mean, I managed to prove myself a little bit. I, proved myself that I'm not the guy he was looking for. And I managed to prove to him my skills. So he has me currently looking for the
Surprised.
murderer of, I don't even know who was murdered. He just said there was someone that was they were on the lookout for in town, and I gave him the description. That's Stephen Turner.
Okay. Well, I think this calls for a further discussion. Excuse me, sorry, I don't know if you can hear that, but there is a horrible whistling sound outside my ship, which is permeating everything, and I can hear it through my headphones. Anyways.
Also, quick intermission. Say hi to Artemis, my new kin.
Hi, Kitty.
Hi, Kitty. Aww, hi, Kitty.
I think this requires further discussion. Please follow me. And he turns on his heel and walks back through the entrance to the gate.
And I follow
Your companions may join.
Yeah, I'll follow.
The 5 of you are led through the gates. As you are led through the gates, you are suddenly surrounded by guards. You get the impression that they are not taking any chances with anybody who enters the grounds who they do not recognize or at least know in some way. And even you, Sykes, while you are known by Captain Smythe, you are still under guard.
Yeah.
The
I
5
just
of you,
kinda
though,
freeze.
you freeze.
Yeah, because they surround us. It's like, don't they have?
Sykes, don't worry. This is a precaution. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay.
Just follow me.
I worry a little bit.
He leads you through a very, very small, very narrow passageway, and it's the passageway that you Sykes recognize. You also recognize that this is also a defensive feature of the fort itself. And he leads you up through this passageway, through another gate, and out into a much more open courtyard, and then along one very small, not passage, what's the word? Street, to a guardhouse. He opens the door, pokes his head, and he says, "Right, oi, out! I need this." There's a sound of scrubbing. He says, yes. And one of the another guard of the armed forces here scrambles out. Captain Smythe walks in and beckons the 5 of you in. Entering the room, it is a very, very small space. It's obviously designed for only a few people, and the 6 of you now in this space take up quite a lot of it, so it's a little bit cramped. But at least you are able to talk a little bit more privately. Smythe closes the door, turns to you, Sykes, and walks up to you and gives you a massive warm hug.
I give it right back to him.
Oh,
my God. It's been so
good to see
long.
you. It's been a long time. It's good to see you. How's things going? How's the farm going?
Good.
Why are you here?
Long story. That I can kind of make short. Why do I? Okay.
Why did I leave all that long time weeks ago?
I thought you were gonna ask, like, look for your wife's name
No,
or something.
I was.
You forgot your
jeez.
own wife's name.
Well, I have it written down. It's been. I'm still.
It's been a
waking
while.
up, I'm sorry.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I kind of get a little silent now, and I just say Madrid and Dale are missing, and I think I know why.
Why?
Well, 2 drow showed up at my place one day, and I found a note. Finally, being able to read it because we met a elf the other day who could actually cast a spell to read it. And shoot, what was the note again? Oh, I have it in my inventory. Oh wait, no. Shoot, what? No, I had it written down. It was a note. It was the note in Undercommon. I have it written down who did it, but like.
Then you should. It's important to you.
I know.
Yeah, it's a very important
You
note.
know what? Maybe it's in my notes.
That would make sense. Please tell me you wrote it down.
I swear to God, I did.
Oh.
I'm sure you. I'm pretty sure you did. To be honest, it's just where you wrote it down is not the thing.
There is because I've got I don't. Why? Hang on, I'm so sorry. I don't think I wrote it down. I know that Sykes would have written it down though.
Yeah, no, I believe you. I do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna just write it in here after, because it's
Sure.
a mysterious note in Undercommon. But it's written by the Drow gang or whatever the group, the Drow group was. It was the reason I know it was written down because it had the sign of a like crow skull, right, on like a some kind of crow. Yeah.
We'll sort that out afterwards. But yes,
Sorry.
you tell him what was written on that note, which I also need to look into my own notes about that. It was something along the lines of you have been found prepared to fulfill your duty. Or something along those lines. I will need to look it up myself again. But yes. He looks at you very seriously. What does your wife have anything to do with the Empire? With the Drow Empire?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, either they took her because of something she did, or they're after me and they took them for some reason. But I'm guessing that she...
Have you considered another option?
No, I mean...
She fled?
Yeah, that's what I mean, like, that she fled them because maybe they did, or either they're doing something to her or to me and they fled because they're trying to capture her, or she's fleeing them because she did something to them and they're coming after her. But I still want to be able to protect them. I can't go after Clyde right now because he's been away for quite a time.
Oh, I remember you saying you sent him to a druid circle in order to train. I remember.
Yes.
Right, well, I'm simply captain of the guard, admittedly captain of the fort, so some prestige there, but unfortunately I do not have the connections for this, so I can't help you there.
That's entirely fine. It's just conversation. But that's kind of my goal right now, is I'm trying to find out what happened to her and go find these Drow, and take them down a notch.
Well, that's going to be a bit difficult to do, considering it's an entire empire that you want to take down a notch.
Yeah, I mean, I mainly just want to find my wife and kids, but
of course, I understand.
If they get in the way of that, you know what happens.
Yep. I know.
You fight them, you get killed.
We actually came here for another reason.
Yes, of course. We need to have a conversation.
Yes. Who was it that was murdered?
Thankfully, there has not been a murder.
Okay.
It was an attempt.
Attempt murder? Who was
Tyfari?
Nothing. No, nothing.
Okay.
Go on. Quickly, please.
Okay.
It was an attempt at a murder.
Who was the person that was almost murdered then?
King Toldell.
It was the king? Okay.
It was the king. Those of you who wish can perform a history check as to who King Toldell is.
I auto-fail. Sure. I'm just calling that now.
Okay, cool.
Farrell wouldn't know anything about that kind of stuff.
That's a shit roll.
Do I need to make a roll?
No, Sykes, you would know. You would know. Yeah. So unfortunately, Tyfari, you do not know who King Toldell is. particularly as you are being from a different continent, so you would not know.
Stuck in a time zone for 70 years.
Stuck in a time zone for 70 years, yeah. So yes, Sykes.
Yes, King
It was the
Tolbel
king.
is- Really? I mean, that's kind of who I was guessing, but you never know. I mean, it could always be guardsmen. It could always be
Yeah.
the
It
second.
could be anybody. Yes, yes,
Really?
but
They
no,
tried to
it
go
was.
after the king himself.
They went after the king themselves, and the prince is missing.
The prince is missing. Oh gosh.
Now, I don't want to create any
Fingers.
suspicion or raise any alarms, but the king is well defended, extremely well defended.
Mhm.
But they managed to slip through our grasp, at least. And from the conversations I've had with my guards, the person that came out was a hunched individual, dressed in a robe and carrying some daggers. Hunched. There's been some fantastical stories though. Hunched. They said that they looked like whiskers. They had a rat-like face or something. That was very fantastical.
It was right. Like okay. With those daggers.
I don't put too much stock by stories such as that. It's nonsense.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Well.
Do you
I kinda
have
forgot
something
when you
to
said-
say? Do you have
Yes.
something to say, Mage?
Oh, sorry.
well, the rats are more real than you can imagine.
What?
We actually found a rat folk den underneath the city.
Giant rats.
Well,
I saved
giant-
one. Look, I pull out the bag of rats that I saved for a while.
Just have a bag of rats.
Why do you have a bag of? Why do you have a rat in your bag?
Science.
It's just yes.
Science.
I
Mage
don't-
stuff.
I do not want to know. I do not want to know.
You really don't want to know.
Smythe, if you don't believe me, ask Turner himself. We brought him one of the bodies of these rat folk. He had the ability to turn into a rat. He kind of looked like a humanoid, or a human, and he would
What?
turn into one.
Well, I know that is possible to turn in various animals. I know that's a magic, or at least something that's I've heard of. But
We also fought a rat ogre.
no,
There's
this
4
is
more
nonsense.
under there.
No, this is nonsense. There's no such thing
Go
as
ask
rats.
Turner. Go ask Turner if you don't believe me.
I mean, I'm a
There's no
wizard.
such thing as rats, and he just
Rat
fucking
folks,
just pulled
rat
it.
folks, rat folk, rat folk.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rat
would a
people.
wizard ever lie?
Would I ever lie?
Yes.
You have living proof. I have more rats, and I just show him the
Tyfari,
entire
stop.
bag.
Stop pulling out rats. We need to
Enough,
show more rat
mage. Mages
I'm
do
sorry,
lies. That. No worries. I have had to
Okay,
deal with
fair
mages
point.
before. Mages do lie. That is their purpose in life. To
But you
vex
can ask
the
the
rest of
others when
civilization.
I don't lie.
I forgot.
I'm very good at vexing them. Trust me. You can. These are all 4 of them are witnesses. I'm very good at vexing people.
There is a very enthusiastic nodding from Yannae.
Actually, so with minor illusion, it says I can says I create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for a duration. But like, so in my hand, can I just create like a image of like the face profile of what we saw of both the rat, the boy rat, and the rat ogre?
It's not really an object.
Oh, okay, that is true.
It's not really an object, unfortunately. Yeah, let me just have a quick look at the spell again. Yes, yeah.
You'd be right. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, it's not really an object. Unfortunately.
Okay.
roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. No.
No. Unfortunately, you're not able to manipulate the spell enough in order to be able to create the illusion of it.
So yeah, I'm trying, and I'm like, because I'm still not used to doing it. But like I say, yeah, you might just have to go see Captain Turner. He's got all the evidence.
Well, Captain Turner is reliable, at least. I'll send for him. But anyways, it's very odd. What is it? Carry on.
Sorry. Yeah, we wanted to investigate the area on which the attempted murder happened. Because Captain Turner asked me to go and find the identity of this and possibly bring in said identity of the attempted murderee.
Well, obviously you managed to get in his good books.
Yeah.
That's
With the rat folk situation down below, I managed to no longer have a time limit on my lifespan. Because he was threatening to kill me.
Yes, he would.
Yes.
Yes, he would, and you would have deserved it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my hands would have been tied, and I would not have been able to do anything about your public execution.
oh yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so
Beware.
we managed to get out of that situation, yeah.
Try to think before you do things in the future. Much as I have said that to you many times before, I'll still say it again. Please do try and think before you do things.
Yes, sir.
Or at least try and think through what you want to do first. You want to investigate the area. Unfortunately, that is also the private quarters of the king.
I understand. If you don't want me to see, that's fine.
It's not. I don't want you to see it. I would rather you. I would rather you do investigate investigate the area. But this is obviously her private quarters, so I have to. I need to gain her permission first.
Okay. I mean, if you'd be so kind, I'd be fine with waiting here. With the group.
You'll need to wait. I'll go and talk to the king.
Okay.
First.
Then before he leaves, I actually say, oh wait, Smith, Sight. Hard name to say. I say Smith, but it's Smythe. How's Agro doing?
Agro is doing fine.
Okay,
Had a bit of an
thank
issue there recently, but yes, he's doing fine.
you. An issue?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
Okay. I trust you. Thank you. And I'll sit down.
Yeah. Don't go anywhere. If you do, you'll probably killed in sight.
Yeah.
And he says that to the four of you. He says that mainly to the four of you, Tyfari, Farah, Leary, and Yannae, rather than Sykes, because Sykes he has warned it about. He has told this a few times to him in the past. I will hopefully be back within the hour. Depends upon how busy the king is, but I will hopefully be back within the hour. As I said, don't go anywhere.
Yep.
And he leaves the office. So.
Well, at least we know the attempted murderer was most likely rat folk. Because that description fit that perfectly.
It's 100% Ratful.
Yeah. We just need to find which one.
It
And
could be rat folk, it could be. Who knows?
yeah.
Well, also, the rats can turn human, and the prince is missing.
I don't want to believe that the prince is the. I mean, it is a different prince that I've known for a while, but like at the same time, why would a prince do something like this?
Well,
Unless they're
when-
having a power struggle, but I don't think that is the case.
well, also when you are consumed with animalistic rage.
You're saying the prince was maybe experimented on? turned into a rat folk?
Could be.
Well, they can pass their curse to other people. That's why I was so worried about. Actually, I forgot. It was Meriteth that got bit, right?
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna have to step in here.
I also
Farrell.
got
You do
bit,
not know
though.
this.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know about rare creatures.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
oops.
don't. Yeah, I got bit
You
too.
do not
but I
know
didn't-
about weird creatures.
Oh,
Yeah, so
thought-
I know nothing yet
okay,
either.
Never mind.
You don't know about this, so I'm gonna step in and say no. You do not know this. Sorry.
Well, still, like, yeah, he was either taken or, I don't know. I don't know how family works. There's people that can fight for various reasons for things.
Mhm. Well, I guess we'll find out.
As a relatively awkward silence descends, there is a gentle knock on the door. When you open the door, it's one of the guards.
Oh,
The captain says to follow.
okay, guys. We're good to
Yeah.
go. All right, now follow the guard.
You follow the guard, and as you are led out, you notice that you are again on under guard, as it were.
Mhm.
And you follow this fairly nondescript looking guard. They have a fairly plain as it were looking face, plain eyes, close cropped hair because that's the style they needed for the guard. Quite forgettable, really. And they lead you across what would be the bailey of this fort. However, Sykes, you realise very, very, very quickly they're not leading you towards the keep.
Yes. I just say, the keep is that way.
Yes, but the captain said to take you this way.
Insight check.
Oh, insight check.
I'll help as well.
Oh, if he's helping, I get advantage.
Are you helping or are you rolling?
Rolling.
Okay.
Insight, right?
Yep.
I guess, yeah, it's just to tell that he's lying, right? Not to, like,
Yes.
know
Nice.
that we're going the wrong way.
So
Nah,
yeah,
I
Sykes,
still I still need to.
you want to roll?
Nah,
I did.
I don't need to.
Okay. Or Sykes? He's pretty difficult to read. Illyria? How can I say this in a good way? He is... Well, yes, he's lying. Yeah, he's lying.
Can I make a quick perception check on all of the guards around me and see if they're like up to code with the actual, like, if they've actually done a good job disguising
roll a perception
themselves?
check. Roll a perception check.
Yes.
I guess I'll do it as well.
If you want.
It's a 16. I never roll high on that.
An 18.
Nice.
Well, Illyria, it's difficult to tell for you because you are not used to this guard's uniform. You're not used to this garb because you've only experienced these garb within the past 5 days, so you don't know what's good and what's not. But there's something off when you look at the guards around. When you sort of glance at them and just examine what they are wearing, carrying. There's something off. It's almost as though that the guards around you aren't used to the equipment. They don't carry it with the familiarity of a trained soldier. They don't carry what they're wearing with familiarity of somebody who's used to wearing that clothing. Sykes, what did you roll? 16.
16.
Sykes, I'm going to say the same thing because you are familiar with this, with the garb and with the guard here in the capital city. You would also recognise that the fact that while these people around you don't recognise, you can tell that they are either very, very new or are very untrained, because they are very obviously not comfortable in what they are wearing and or carrying.
How many of them are there?
You are surrounded by a total of 10 guards.
I keep moving with them.
Who's in front of Illyria at the moment?
I think Sykes should be up there.
Yeah.
She would reach up and tap on Sykes' shoulder, indicating that this guy's lying.
Yeah, they all are. But there's too many of them. Shoot.
You are being led further and further into the bailey.
Do I see any other guards other than these 10, like that are just kind of on standby?
Roll a perception check.
It's a 20.
In your current vicinity, no, you do not see any guards. But above you, on the walls, you do see some guards. They obviously appear to be keeping watch and patrolling the walls.
How far away are they? How far are the walls, I guess?
Sorry?
How tall are the walls?
Oh, they are 2 stories high.
20 feet or 30 feet?
About that, yes. About 30 feet.
Okay.
30 feet in height.
I'm going to try and go sound to one of the guards. Kind of like subtly like bring up the fleece that I've got. And like try and communicate to one of the guards and tell them what's happening.
How are you going to do this?
With the ghost sound. Or with the minor illusion.
Minor illusion is a sound.
Oh, okay.
You create a sound or an object. So
Okay.
giving information is not really how you would use minor illusion. I really like the use of it, but unfortunately it's
Wait. Telepathy. I could use telepathy.
Oh,
Hold on.
nice.
Hold on. Yeah, telepathy, motherfucker.
So, tell me, telepathy.
Yeah, I completely forgot about this fucking trait. Yes! I could use it finally!
Oh, how far is the range?
Tell me, what is this trait?
Alright, so telepathy. It is a trait for the feeling, because, well,
Mhm.
we're supposed to be mind flayers, but something fucked up in the process. You can communicate without words, talking inside other people's minds. Any creature with a intelligence score of 3 or more within 60 feet of you, you can clearly understand you, but you still must be able to speak their language to communicate. So I'm assuming all guards speak common, so we're good here.
That is a logical choice.
So how far is from the guards from the wall down? Like 2 stories, right?
It's the walls are 2 stories high, so about 30 feet high. You, however, are not underneath the walls right at this present moment. You are a little bit further away from that, so you're looking about 55 feet away.
Oh, so barely.
Barely, yeah.
Well, I'm going to use telepathy.
All right.
The guards on the wall.
Okay, what do you say?
Hold up. I wish I had a voice changer. Probably have to look into that.
Nice.
As soon as she kind of closes her eyes for a moment, searching around to see who's the closest, aka for 55 feet one. Once she reaches the mind of one, a voice rings out from the guard's mind saying, "Intruders, one in front of a group of 5. A guard is not one of your own."
You cast this spell forwards. Luckily, it being an innate spell, you are able to cast it without having to worry about any repercussions of having to keep it secret. The guard you target immediately draws his bow and arrow and starts looking around for where this voice that has appeared into his head. I'm just going to roll a quick.
I've been looking at this guard the whole time, by the way. Just kind of like trying to figure out a way to like.
To Sykes, you see him draw his bow. You see him draw an arrow from his quiver and cock it on his bow, and it seems to be looking around frantically for this voice or something. He seems to be looking around frantically, and he turns around to look into the bailey, and sees your group. He then turns. Let's have another quick roll. He turns to his right and yells across the wall, attracting the attention of his comrades. The guards that are surrounding you. What's your passive perception?
Mine?
Yeah.
15.
Perception. It is a 13.
Oh, are you asking for all of ours?
No, I just well, if you want, yeah.
16.
Barrels is 16, yeah.
Yeah.
Tyfari, what's your passive?
10.
10.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. All right, so Farrell and Sykes, you'd be the only ones who'd hear this. The shout is of "Intruder!" It's at that moment that you realise that the guards around you have suddenly picked up pace and are now forcing you down and away from the wall. You realise that you are being led to what effectively is a prison within the keep.
I know we're not prisoners, or I know we're not in the intruders, so I am going to try and like slip out of the grasp or the push as I try to like almost like a somersault away.
Roll me an athletics check.
Athletics. 13.
Let's see what they do. So it'll be +3. Oh. It was a +3, so that would have been a 14. Unfortunately, you tried to slip through. You tried to slip through a gap between the guards. When he sees what you're doing, reaches out and shoves you back in.
Oof.
What are you doing?
I know these guys aren't, they're not good. I pull my daggers out.
Okay.
Well,
You pull out your daggers?
Anyway, we are not intruders. Yes.
You'll do what I say if you want to survive.
Likes to do it. We're not intruders. The guard in front of us is. He's lying to us. We're supposed to meet with the captain.
The guards have stopped and they have lowered their weapons at you.
Put my daggers away.
the one that was leading us, he was lying to us. He's now one of your own. I think I gotta roll a persuasion on that, right?
Well, if you want to, you're talking to Sykes here.
I thought he was talking to
she's
the guard.
to the guards.
Oh, he's talking to the guards?
Yes.
Okay. You say this to the guards. What's your passive insight?
11.
Okay.
Mine's
Now roll me an insight check.
Oh, it looks like it was going to land on a goddamn 13 on my end.
You say this to the guards, but it doesn't seem to have any reaction.
They're all in on it. I put the daggers away.
I mean, are we gonna let ourselves be captured here, or we're trying to be the good guys, and this is how we get rewarded?
This seems like a Tyfari plan today.
I'm just, suggesting things.
Don't try anything funny. She'll die if you do.
If we do anything, we're not killing anybody, right? We should.
Are you having this conversation in front of them?
If Tyfari was out speaking out loud, then yeah, Farrell is too, and not being quiet about it.
You know what?
Tyfari?
Absolutely, I don't give a shit about these guards.
When he says that, I cast jump.
Right. That is where we are going to end the session today, because as you say, as you go to cast jump, the guard who was leading you runs forward to slash at you. That's where we're going to end the session today, so we're not going to have enough time to start a combat here.
Wow.
Farrell and Tyfari to just not be they weren't at all a part of the suspicion or anything,
We're
sussing things out.
next
And
week.
as soon as the other two start to kind of voice their concerns, then Tyfari and Farrell just just like, oh yeah, we'll fight.
I can't wait for next week when Lydia's back, and all of a sudden we're just surrounded by guards. Like, what did you guys do?
It might be able to be a little bit like that. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Man.
Oh man. Oh jeez, I've missed you guys. It's
wish
I know I know it's yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I know it's only been a week, but still, I miss playing Dungeons & Dragons. This is fucking amazing. It's a great game. It's a great game. This is. Oh man, I hope you guys enjoyed the session today.
That was awesome.
Man,
I'm sorry for
I
being
could
late.
a word of telepathy a lot more better, like speaking to the guard. I wish I could have just.
At least now you
Well,
remember
it was
you
a
can
very
do it, so now you'll do it
tense
more.
situation, so
Yeah.
it was very difficult to try to word your way into anything that wouldn't cause a combat to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
do.
do.
We were in front of a group of 5, so I mean.
Yeah.
We're
You did?
outnumbered, but it's 2-1 essentially.
Something
It
kind of
is-
tells me that we were in a losing situation regardless.
Who knows? Who knows? You did yell to a guard. There are intruders. There are intruders here, and he has done something about it. You'll have to
True.
find out what, but you'll have to find out what. But he has done something about it.
Yeah, if
But
that
yes.
one guy himself
I
wasn't,
didn't say
an intruder, then
I
that could
said
help.
intruder.
You said intruder.
Oh.
That is true. Yes, that is indeed.
True. Yeah, that's a good point.
But yes, that is it. We're going to do a quick round robin of memorable moments here today. So, taking a leaf out of Dead Oldies Gamers book. Sykes, did you have a memorable moment today?
Did I? Well, yes, I did actually. Meeting up with Fulman Smythe again, because it's like, I didn't think he'd be here. Like, I thought he was like the guard before, but it's like I thought there was
Retired.
one. Yeah, because it's like there are multiple different guard captains in the different sections. So at first I thought there was just one big captain, kind of thing. But then when you said that this was Fallen Sith, I'm like, oh yay! Oh my god, this is awesome.
That is actually fun, and it's something that I had already planned in my head.
And
So-
he would love the song too, because he's a half elf. So
Yep, he would. Tyfari, did you have a memorable moment today?
Well,
Apart from being here.
Yeah, well, being here is just, being myself here is usually enough to make memorable moments.
Yes, this is true.
Which I think I lived up to the challenge once again.
Oh yeah, you always do.
But yeah, it really sucks that Lydia isn't here because I would have loved to seen her response on Tyfari cooking dinner or cooking breakfast.
Yeah, I really miss it as well. But
yeah, for us now, it's been a fun session. There's been a lot of chance at role playing, and I really enjoyed it. And I loved the Masked Man.
thank you.
Yeah, that was intense.
Yeah,
Thank you.
loved insulting him.
I think we're completely unfazed.
Yeah, but that's probably gonna get punished at some point. So
We'll see. Farrell, did you have a memorable moment?
Yeah, I actually kind of liked the conversation we had with Tunaï, like trying to hopefully mend whatever friendship like used to exist between, him and them. It's like we want to get you clean money because, we want you to still help them but be nice about it.
I have to say that was really fun. That was really fun for me to role play. But I am quite looking forward to the day when Farrell realizes that simply planting coin will not cause a tree to grow from it. So I'm quite looking forward to what happens after that.
you never know.
You never know. And
Also, to
Illyria,
add a little moment to my favorite things of today is I love Farrell more and more going in line with Tyfari. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Well, ever since Farrell had to pretend to be a mage, he's like, that was actually kind of fun.
yeah, that chaos crew of you two as well is just. Illyria, did you have a memorable moment today?
Remembering the trait of telepathy, that was funny.
Absolutely.
now you'll never forget it too. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
been sitting there staring at me for the entire time, gotten no use out of it until right about now. And I'm happy about that. I don't care, I could die happy.
And to be honest, mate, well, not about the dying bit, but yeah, I totally agree with you. That was the perfect moment to use it. Before we go off and raid somebody, because I see that World Anvil is alive today, so we are going to alive. It's live today, so we're going to go raid them, say hi to them, say all the lovely things, and a very very big thank you to Nat1 Club. I'm sorry that the there's the notification. The notification didn't come through, but it has now come through. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy it here. We are live every Thursday and Sunday as much as possible for D&D, and during the week and between those 2 days, I also do other bits and pieces on the channel. So check them out. Thank you very much. Anyways, I'm gonna start up now and call the raid.
Yeah.
Take care of yourselves. Bye. Love each other. Love each other. Love yourself as much as you can, and we'll see you again in another stream. Take care, on. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.